Hi Libra, how are you? Good. Let's see what your love brief is. Spirit had you stop by to hear this message for a reason. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Okay. Ooh. Now this came out reverse, and normally it's an oracle card, so I don't take it reverse, but this came out upright. So you could have had issues or been with somebody who's unable to express their love now. Somebody, oh my goodness, I'm hearing like, this could be somebody who is getting older and they're not able to get hard. That is what is coming in, or not able to get wet, or not able, it could be male or female, but right, we come to a point where we may need help. We may need help, and somebody may not be willing to get that help, and the other may feel like, if you love me, right, you would continue to try and make love to me. I know this is very sensitive, but this is what we are talking about. I have to talk about what Spirit tells me to talk about. So somebody's having some difficulty expressing love, having sex, and there's a lot of ways to express love, Spirit just said, than the typical way that you express it. Now, I don't know how you express it, but Spirit's saying there are other ways to express love. Go ahead. Make the romantic gesture, but it's not coming through. There's no attraction. The chemistry's not there. And it's not really that the chemistry is not there. It's that the ability to perform is under question. Okay? Even women go through that. Yes. Okay. There is some kind of distance. Spirit says, shut up and get the cards on the table, Moody. Okay. I'm going to get the cards on the table. Okay. I'm going to get this card that fell. Libra. Clarity. Okay. So I see there's distance here. There was a relationship. You were able to express your love, and there is some difficulty now, and that's creating distance. And spiritually, there is divine guidance there. Your angel guides, your spirit guides. And this is a time of transformation. Things can change. Yes. Things can change. Even the way that you express your love. Spirit has me going back to that. This is a Temperance card. Balance, healing, moderation, transmutation, patience, alchemy. So you are definitely being guided. 2 cards of spiritual guidance at this time. Whoa. Heavy spiritual guidance at this time. Because Spirit wants you to be clear about something. Okay. Here. Libra. Your worth is at the center of it all. So, sometimes when we can't perform, we don't feel valuable anymore, right? Or as we get old and we can't do things we used to do in our youth, we feel less valuable. But he reminds us of our worth. And somehow, when I look at this diagonally, you have clarity, you have worth, and you have union. So it's like you too getting back to the other ways of expressing your love, because there is love here. And you have the Death card indicating that things are changing with the one you love, Maybe they're changing. Maybe something even more crazy is underneath this and it hasn't come out yet. Because the eclipse is over a process of months. You may learn something different. But you know what? I do see you two love each other. Yeah. Yeah. And I see you guys actually putting forward the work. This could be, yeah, because that is your soulmate. Everything else you like about them, right? You just don't like maybe, right, how you guys express love. That is changing in that area 100%. But your intuition, Libra, is very heightened. You're very intuitive. You see what's happening, but it's not changing your heart. You still are very balanced. And you are very loved by your ancestors. They're all here wishing the best for you, working on your behalf. Wow. There is chemistry, the Two of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. You two continue to plant seeds. That's your last card. There is a future here. But this is an area that you have to address. And for some of you, forgiveness. The card's here. I got to talk about it. Somebody feels a little guilty maybe for something they said, the way they acted. They want to speak from their heart because they do love you. You're their best friend. I'm telling you what they're saying. There's an apology here. Okay. Tell me more. Seven of Swords. Now this is somebody, maybe you heard this outside of your intimate relationship, like somebody else was discussing, you know, the fact that you couldn't come, or that they weren't wed, or they weren't interested anymore. And yeah, somebody feels really Seven of Swords. There's something negative there. Gossip even. Very demeaning. I don't know. Because remember, you know, you can't tell to everybody about your love life. Definitely those people who don't have a love life, because how can they even relate? Or who aren't married, or hasn't had a successful marriage. So you have to be very careful. That's why your angel guides, your spirit guides are all around you, because you can always talk to them. And I know, but this is sensitive. It's all about your value, not your perspective increasing. And here you go. Justice, being balanced, karma, law of integrity, right? Whoever is that Seven of Swords, they are going to have a change in perspective also. We all are. There is not one sign, one person who is not being impacted by all of this energy. And basically, we at the core are quite the same. And therefore, you know, our emotions are going up and down. It's like a wave, the shift of the water, the ocean, controlled by the moon. Thus, Moody moon. I am so moody myself, but I feel all of this. You know, and it all could have been off of Swords, somebody saying something and not catching theirself. But, you know, it's like once you put it out there, it's out there. You can't take it back. And that's what I feel is happening. But I do feel there is enough love here to keep this together. Page of Wands, to keep, like, you two do something else. Like, they are your friend all around. So there's more to life than sex, right? They're your travel buddy, they're your hangout buddy, they're, you know, you're confident, they're your sun when it's dark. Yes, they take care of you, you take care of them. So it's much more than sex, but sex is an issue right now. It is. Okay. Five of Wands. There may even be some jealousy because your spouse or your partner could be younger, have much more energy, still willing to be out there. He's out there, and here you are dealing with some health issues. Okay. Right. Little envy, a little jealousy. Very outgoing, very attractive too, he or she, the King of Queen of Wands. But very assertive, self-assured, and very charming, liked by a lot of people. And so the Five of Wands is here too. You know, somebody could be jealous of that, feel a little tension, like their ego is bruised, something like that. Yes. Okay. What else, Spirit? 11:33 on the clock. Emperor, Divine Masculine. This is that type of love. One of you is very spiritual. I will tell you that. You go to church. You believe in God. I mean, very spiritual. Okay. So these two stay together, Spirit. It seems like they're able to overcome. Maybe this leads to marriage. It definitely established some roots. Also, just you knowing your worthiness, setting healthy boundaries, not having expectations under this Virgo energy that are too high. Your values and maintaining your high vibration, staying prayed up. All of that's work for you, Libra. Okay? Yeah, this connection has the potential for sacred tantric alchemy. 2 cards of alchemy. Spiritual guidance. Wow. Major change. Major transition. Wow. See, when Divine Masculine shows up, any relationship that you get into or that you stay in, it has to connect with his divinity. Right. And I said you were being guided from the very beginning. Yeah. Also, regarding forgiveness, that brings alchemy too, right? Transition. Being able to transmute the situation to change it. Forgiveness, just forgiving whatever happened. It doesn't mean you get back to them or you go back to them. It means that you, whatever that issue was, you no longer think about that. Allow that to rent space in your head, in your thoughts. Right? You just come to terms with what has taken place and that's it. There is some type of jealousy, but you know, this is all about you. So that's good. That's good. Okay. What else? Spirit. Oh no. Again, this forgiveness is very important. The first card was this. And what was that? Tell me. That's what you're forgiving. You got forgiveness twice. Somebody needs to apologize because, like I said, it's going to allow you to stop focusing your energy and your thoughts on the past. Life is too precious to waste. You realize that. And so you create your reality by what you think. What you dream and what you imagine is creating your reality. And it's time to let go of the past. Hurt to move into the future. Plus, there are other ways to have a sexual union. Spirit has been saying that. Other ways to express your love. I mean, look them up. There are other ways, right? There are other ways to please him. There are other ways to please her. Honor the place in one another where you are one. There you will find true love, bliss. Yeah. I told you we were talking about sex from the beginning. The card fell. Boom. I felt that. That's what this is over. And that is a sensitive subject. I mean, because everybody still wants to be loved and satisfied. And there are other ways to express your love. That's what Spirit is saying. All right, so what else have we does? Libra. It was kind of sensitive, I was kind of waiting to see what else God wanted to say. Keep moving forward, even if you are unsure of your next step. Together, hand in hand. Where it may take you, you need to trust that you are walking the path you are meant to walk. Remember, you are walking it with someone you love. Spirit wants you to trust yourself more and to trust him more at this time, because that's why you're being guided. And he wants you to trust this guidance. Pray on it. You'll feel wisdom of the heart. The heart's wisdom speaks through intuition. Listen closely. All right. He's talking about your heart chakra. And the heart chakra knows the truth. I mean, the mind can play tricks on you, sorry. But the heart chakra knows the truth. It does. And it ensures that we're coming from a genuine place, that we're only letting love in that is genuine, that we're not settling at all. The heart is very wise. And it speaks through your intuition. Listen closely. I love this card. Empath soul. Yeah. Look. That's so beautiful. And it's so true. All right. Also, if it's meant to be, it will be. You won't have to force it, convince it, worry over it. Let it flow, let it be, and let it come to you. You are attracting everything you need. Trust the timing of your life. It is divine. Everything works in divine timing. Nothing goes down unless God says it goes down. Okay? That's true. All right. We are going to finalize. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment. I want to hear from you. I'll end with an angel number. If you just put that in the comments, I would be happy. Live your life to its fullest potential. Let go of the need for approval from others. All about your self-worth, knowing who you are, not settling. No more selling yourself short. Keep moving forward. You've got this, Libra. Healing any unworthiness, setting healthy boundaries, keeping those values high and that vibration high. Very important right now. Pay attention to the chemistry. There's a lot of it. That's why Spirit again is telling me express. A lot of ways to express your love for each other. Also, 555. This is, everybody is getting told there's a great transformation, major changes underfoot, opportunities. Everything is very fast paced right now. It's hard to focus because everything around us is changing simultaneously. I'm sorry about that noise. If you want to hold on, I'll come right back. Yeah, we're undergoing a great transformation. And so things are happening at a very fast pace. But Spirit says you're not a victim of circumstance. You are the beneficiary of it. If that weren't the case, life would be pretty dull. Yeah, could you imagine if nothing changed? If all of us were the same? It's a blessing that we're individual snowflakes. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you're willing to adapt to this change, what's occurring right now, what's occurring in your relationship with love, self-love, as well as the love that you give to that special one. Major change is occurring. As a result, it could be of a operation. So many things could be causing this. But Spirit says you will set yourself up for success in the long run if you are willing to adapt to this shift. Everything is working out for the best. At long last, you are accomplishing what you set out to do. Everything will work out perfectly in the end. A lot of clarity comes in. You're able to see an aha moment why things are the way that they are. Alrighty, love this. Alright, Libra, thank you so much for staying. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, put 5555 in the comments for me. Till the next moon phase, namaste.